This is part 2 of section 11.2. So far, each of the permutations we have calculated have required that we use all available items. However, we often will not be using all available items. For example, if you are in a club and there are 10 members in it, and they need to elect a president and a vice president, we might be asked how many outcomes are possible. Okay, well, let's just think about this for a second. I have 2 spots to fill. I have 10 people to choose from here, and then I have 9 people to choose from here. Now, I don't need to worry about the 8, 7, 6, 5, so on, because I don't need them, right? Because I'm only interested in filling the first 2. So I expect that this answer would be 90, because 10 times 9, there would be 90 choices. Okay, what we're looking for here is the number of permutations of 10 things, because we had 10 members, taken 2 at a time, because we're looking for 2 officers. And we do have a formula for that, and I think you'll be able to see where it comes from. Okay? NPR. The N tells you how many things there are. In this case, it would be 10. R is how many you're trying to take in a group. So I'm looking for 2. So I would have a 2 here. N factorial goes in the top. And then you remember how I didn't need these? And how it's basically like I want to get rid of those, sort of divide them away? Right here, it's N minus R. Look right here. Okay, this would be, what I did here would be, actually, I have a space for that, Maggie. Let's do that. This would be 10, choose 2. Permutations of 10 items taken 2 at a time. If we follow this formula, we would have 10 factorial over 10 minus 2 factorial, which is 10 times 9 times 8 factorial over 8 factorial. And look right here, all of these options that were right here, the formula got rid of those. So we got 90 ways of choosing 2 officers. Okay. Now, I'm going to do one other little thing here to kind of help you see that where maybe these are coming from. Okay. So we have 10 members. Let's just call them, let's just give them numbers. I'll start with 0, 1, 2, 3, and so up to 9. 0 through 9, that's 10 members. Let's just start listing all the different ways we can choose them. Well, I could have 0 and then 1, and then 0 and 2, and 0 and 3, and 0 and 4. And I hope you see some patterns here, 0 and 9. And then you could go to 1 and then 0, because we're looking for a president and a vice president, so it does matter which one is first. If you think about this, you can see that you're just going to count up. You're going to have a whole bunch of 2-digit numbers. Well, how many 2-digit numbers is that? Well, technically, if we were to list all the possibilities, now we're not allowed to repeat, so somebody can't be president and vice president. But if we were just listing all the numbers, we would start with 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, to 0, 9, and then 1, 0. We would list 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on, up to 1, 9. And you'd keep going all the way over to 9, 9, 9, 8. Well, that is, because we start with 0, 0, that's 100 different numbers listed there. And we cannot allow any of our double digits because somebody can't hold both offices. So that would get rid of 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all the way down to 9, 9. We get rid of 10 numbers that are doubles, and you get the 90 combinations. Now, this is the way you're going to work the problem. This hopefully helps you see what's happening. This is not the way you want to solve them. Okay? So let's just do some calculations here. I want to find the number of permutations of 7 items taken 3 at a time. and I'm simply going to plug into the formula, and then I'll plug it into my calculator and show you how that works. Okay, so the formula, my n is 7, so this is 7 factorial over 7 minus 3 factorial. So this is 7 times 6 times 5 times, I'm stopping at 4 factorial, over 4 factorial. The 4 factorials cancel out. 7 times 6 times 5 is 210. Okay. Now, if you want to enter this into your calculator, you can see what right here where I have the NCR, which is the next section, and NPR right here. To do this in the calculator, and this is true with any of the ones I showed you, you hit 7, and then I'm going to toggle till I get the NPR, and then I'll hit the 3, and it should give me 210. Okay. Now let's do, how many permutations are there of 9 items taken 9 at a time? Well, this is actually a regular permutation because all the ones we did in the very beginning were when you used all the items. But let's go ahead and use the formula here to show you that this is the same. Okay? This will be 9 factorial over 9 minus 9 factorial. So I have 9 factorial over 0 factorial. And by definition, 0 factorial is 1. So I have 9 factorial over 1, which is, of course, just 9 factorial, which is how we would have found the number of permutations when we were using all the items anyway. So 9 factorial is 362,880.